Good afternoon, everyone. We're here to give you an update today. I'm Mayor Joe DiGiorlamo. Next to me is our Director of Public Safety, Fred Harran. It's approximately 2:30 on Thursday afternoon because this will be playing over and over, but this is the update starting right now this afternoon, and hopefully we'll bring another one when this is all over. First of all, the first thing I must do is thank all of our EMS, fire, police, everyone that was working on this storm. It's been a bear, as all of you know. I'm sure you've followed what was going on. Those of you that have electric, we still have some folks that are out as we're speaking here today. The thing you kind of have to understand, the township has no ability to put these back online to homes and businesses that are still out. This is all up to PECO. We do as much lobbying as we can, myself and the director, and the council. Everybody's working together to try to get that done, but it's all up to PECO when it comes to these down lines. And if you see a tree down in the middle of the road and you wonder why it's not being removed, that's because it has PECO wires on it. And we're not allowed to touch that until PECO comes out. So we're as frustrated as I know many of you are. But that's the situation. And hopefully we're in our fourth day of this, that PECO could be able to get our businesses and our residents back online. Fred, why don't you bring us up to date? You might have some statistics of where we're at. And I know there's some advice we want to give people.
Sure. First of all, a couple of things. We have approximately 3,200 customers, PECO customers in Ben Salem are still without power. And this was at about an hour ago, and that changes. We get an update every couple hours from PECO. We also have some roads that are still closed in areas. Ben Salem Boulevard is still closed near Edge. We have some issues on Park Avenue. We have issues on Bristol Road. We have issues on State Road. And as you know, as the mayor said, this is because there are PECO lines in the area, and we can't clear those roadways until PECO gets a chance to do that. There's also a lot of ancillary roads, a lot of side roads that still have trees and limbs that are blocking the roadway. And all that, it's also because of PECO lines. The problem is it's sporadic all over the township, and as you know, PECO is concentrating in other efforts in other areas of Bucks County to get a lot of people out, where we have about 3,200 people. There's other neighborhoods that have, you know, a lot more than that, and we're trying our best to get PECO out here as quick as possible to get these lines open. I know Dr. Ball, I've been on the phone with him a few times. They're making the decision whether or not to open schools tomorrow. Some of the issues with that is still roadways, because buses can't get into some of these neighborhoods.
Do all the schools have power now?
4 schools are still without power. So there's 4 of the school buildings are without power. So we can't open unless that gets back on. But even if the power is to come back on tonight, the roads definitely won't be cleared tonight because of the PECO lines that are still there.
I don't think I've ever remember a snowstorm or anything where schools were closed for 4 straight days. So this is monumental.
Yeah.
I mean, these are nobody ever expected anything like this. Well, we did prepare for the worst, and actually we were spared in a lot of ways as far as flooding goes. We were spared on that, but other than that, where we headed?
We still have electric out in Brookwood section, Eddington section. We have electric out in Glen Ashton. There's still a lot of neighborhoods that have electric out. We have extra police on the street. We still have extra paramedics up. The fire companies are resuming normal fire response, and they've been fantastic manning their stations around the clock.
Unbelievable.
The volunteers. So
everybody, yep.
It's really fantastic. I do want to point out real quick to people, for those of you that have been out this long, you should start, make sure your electric stuff is unplugged from the walls. I'm not an electrician, so if there's electricians watching, don't quote me on this, but I'm being told that as all of a sudden surge comes back in, it could cause problems in the house. So, you know, leave just a lamp plugged in. The lines are dead anyway, so you'll see when your electric comes on, but don't leave everything plugged on, everything on high gear, and that you get the sudden surge of electricity. Because that can cause some issues, and we certainly don't want any tragedies or any fires in the township.
That's really good to know. I never knew that. I really didn't, because as many times as I've lost it, I never pulled the plugs.
I didn't know that either.
No, it's good to know that surge could cause the problems. You know, through this whole thing, we had a tragic accident where 2 people lost their lives, 2 women, and that's very difficult for all of us. And on that morning was yesterday morning, I believe. I forget, today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So don't know what caused it, but it was through the storm itself that all these men and women are out there working, and the volunteer fire companies, what a job. I mean, and the police, and just everybody. I'll tell you, what a team effort. I can't say enough about everybody what they've done. I'm so proud to say I live in Bensalem. I mean that sincerely, because everybody just came together at the right time. Do we have any advice going on, Fred? Now, you know, we're coming towards the weekend.
You know, just try to be patient. Still, I mean, obviously we're a 24/7 operation. Call us if you need anything. You know, you can certainly call the inside number. The police department inside number is 215-633-3700, and that's 24/7. Daytime, the township line 633-3600. Certainly give us a call if you know, you've got you know, some issues. Just give us a call. As far as wires, if you reported them once, we got you on a list. PECO's got you on a list. Just bear with us. Bear with them. It's really there's only so much they can do in so much time. But again, they said 90% of the people should be up by Friday, and everybody else hopefully by Monday, and hopefully quicker than that. The other thing is just you know, some folks were inquiring about food. I'm not a health you know, department person, but if you've had food in your freezers and refrigerator since the beginning of the storm, don't eat that. It's time to throw it out. You could start tossing that stuff out. There's nothing you're going to be able to save at that point. So we actually got some calls on that today, and I would not take a chance on anything.
Use good judgment on that. I mean, you don't want to, God forbid, get sick even all through this, and then, and I know that's painful. If you've got your refrigerator filled, people have freezers full of food, maybe $300, $400, $500 worth of food at times like this, that it's painful. There's no question. But even worse than that, if people get sick. Again, thank you for your patience and working along with everybody, and I think you see what's going on out there, who's getting the job done. I passed a few trucks today. They're not PECO trucks. One company was called Pike. I'm not exactly sure where they're from. They're yellow trucks. So there's several different companies here working now to put the lines back up. And you talk about Park Avenue, that has just mangled all of those wires. I'll give you the last word quickly.
Just you know, we're just trying to get it done as best as possible and as safely as possible. We don't want to get anybody hurt. We don't want to get any of our workers hurt. We don't want to get anybody out there hurt. So please be patient. If there's anything that you know that you need from the township or questions, you know, give us a call, and we'll try to do the best we can. But please be patient with us.
And everybody gets answered. If you call, we'll make sure we get back to you. For some reason we don't, call again, but I don't know why we wouldn't. Everybody has instructions to take calls immediately and give whatever help we can. So, Fred, if something comes up, we'll come back on TV. If it's something that's going on that shouldn't be, but right now, I think we brought you up to date where we're at. And for you folks that are out of electric, obviously you're not watching this broadcast, but hopefully they're all back up. 3,200, I think you said, left.
As of about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, there were 3,200 customers in Bensalem without power.
Again, thank you for your patience, and make that phone call if you need us. Till next time, everybody, God bless.